What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spex One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rocks, motherfucking Scrat MC.
Breaking
Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
What do you got in the works?
I just been working on the next album.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there any tentative release date for it?
Nah, not yet.
No.
Just in the studio. Just it's been a busy time because I've been doing a lot of shows. Traveling. Obviously I'm out here, so it's been kind of like juggling, making some time. But the last couple months I've had time where I can just just like lock in. So it's going really well. I'm excited about it.
So when you approach the studio, is it more like an organic, just let it happen on its own? Because a lot of people, lock themselves in the studio for 2 weeks or something and have 2 weeks to put an album out.
Definitely not that. I mean, I'm always working.
Yeah.
Like, so even when I finished the last album, I'm like working on concepts, ideas. I'm more involved with production now, producing my own material. So it's just like
How long you been producing for?
I mean, I've always like had a very hands-on approach to the beats that I use, as far as arranging. And then 1,000 Cuts, I put out a mixtape before that, Green Box, where I had a track that my boy did for me, and then I was like, yo, I wanted to do it like this, and then I kind of like stripped it down and had my man play on it, you know what I mean? And then after that I was like, yo, I like this kind of thing. So then the next album I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to produce a song myself, you know what I mean? So, whether it's just like finding drum loops or sampling or taking it, having somebody play live guitars, live guitars, strings or stuff like that. And then I got with my partner, Mike Blankenship, who's my production partner. We'll like sit in the lab and kind of like just craft stuff from scratch. So it's just like, it's another just method of creating that fulfills that creative bug. But it takes more time. But I feel like the product is better.
Do you have a preference over original composition to sampling?
I don't have a preference. No, I mean, it's just whatever's dope. Whatever I try not to, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to just like, yo, I can't use samples or I gotta use a sample. I just kind of do whatever. Yeah. So one album might have no samples and then the next album might,
Just be all samples.
Be all samples or, mix. I don't know. But it's, it's all part of it. I love the process of making music. Yeah. That's like the funnest part for me.
Do you make like instrumentals exclusively for yourself, or do you sell any?
I've produced, like I did some stuff for RA. And I've done like little things here and there, but I don't really make enough to be like, you know what I mean, like throwing beats out. Like I'm not a beat maker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I produce my own songs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a difference. So it's not like I'm not just like in here, you know what I mean, like
banging away every day, a weekend.
I'm just like, yo, I have a concept, I have a sample, or I have a, you know what I mean, this idea.
I want to do this with
I need somebody to play these keys, so let's play these keys. Then I'm going to program these drums. I'm going to get somebody to play live drums.
Which is actually dope because that's kind of what a producer is, and I think a lot of the days today, a beat maker is titled as a producer, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah, sometimes they are.
Sometimes they are. Completely right. Yeah.
But a producer can never touch a thing and they produced it. I mean,
it's like Quincy Jones. He can't play, at least not that I'm aware of, very many instruments.
You know what I'm saying? They're not sitting here.
He did produce the greatest Michael Jackson's album of all time.
Like, you know what I mean? They're like, so it's just I mean that. But I feel like the product is it represents more what I'm trying to do when I do it that way. But also sometimes I like to just sit back and rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you worked with Ski, what was that process like? Was it were you involved?
That was the process that opened me up.
Yeah.
Because I was with Ski pretty much. I mean, some beats he had like, yo, this beat is like, I was like, yo, give me that. I love that. You know what I mean? But then I want to say when I came back, like I said, we knocked out like 8 songs in that like first 4 days I was with him.
Oh shit.
Then I came back, and then it was like, all right, we started creating stuff on the spot. And I watched Ski create. I was like, yo, this is dope. He would like have a sample. And he would sample it, and he would program drums, but then he would have like a bass player come in, he have a guitar player, keys, and he would play. And I was just like, yo, that's fucking dope. And then we were just creating these songs on the spot. I was like, I like this. Yeah. I was like, I want to get to that point, you know what I mean, where I can just have a studio, I can just have people come in and, you know what I mean, just do all kind of shit. And that kind of opened my mind up to the process. I saw it firsthand, and that's how it actually started.
I think it definitely helps like a project have more connectivity between a producer and an artist if you're doing it together and you're building something one step at a time instead of just being like, here's your beat.
That can work sometimes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's dope too, because sometimes I like that feeling too. Like, I just want to come, I want to think about that shit. Just send me the beat. Oh, I'm following. You know what I mean? Then I take it in a direction and produce. So that can work too. But it's just all preference. It's just different. You know. But that opened my mind up to it for sure.
Breaking fucking records radio.